Okay, y'all, I'm in the watermelon patch and I don't really want to do it, but I think I'm going to have to do it. But the problem is, see, this is one of my competition melons plants, and then that's the other one. And y'all, I cannot keep these things watered enough. I have horrible soil, and I thought I amended it well enough before I planted this stuff. I think that this plastic on top of it, this soil with all this heat, is really drying things out super fast. I thought it would be beneficial for the watermelons because they like heat. But I think this might be a melon off of one of the competition vines. I don't know. But look, because they all ran into each other. And I think part of the problem, see that tendril is dry, so it's probably done. But anyway, I think part of the problem was my overzealousness to plant 394 watermelon plants, thinking, if you feed them all well, they'll be okay. It's like a house full of kids, just as long as they all eat. That doesn't work. Then I realized also that I didn't have the original Carolina Cross seeds. I had saved some seeds, and from my biggest melon, I had given those melon away and asked that I get the seeds back. And of course, I got busy. I don't know what happened with the people I gave the melons to. They never gave me the seeds back. So I really don't think I started with good seeds. And look at this. My melons are splitting before they're even ripe. They're rotting. The vines are browning. It's just a mess. So I hate to concede defeat. Look at this. But I really think that I have no option because these are pretty. These are my Royal Goldens. Those are really nice. Nice melons. I don't know what this is. Have no idea what that's supposed to be. But anyway, I don't know where my competition melons are at, honestly. They're supposed to be in here somewhere, but the coloring is not what they're supposed to be because I did plant Carolina Cross seeds from a Carolina Cross melon that I had last year, but it was not the largest Carolina Cross that I grew. And so another thing that has me, I'm not going to concede defeat. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to just let these grow and see what they do. I'll give them another month or so before I concede defeat. Look at this. It's just horrible, y'all. Nasty, horrible. Nasty. So I want to come out here and dig through rotten melons to pull them off the vines so they're not taking energy from the other melons. But this is what I'm dealing with. Let me go down. This is what I'm dealing with these melons. See there? Tendril is brown. I don't know how maybe my grandson might have flipped that when we were out here looking for melons the other day, probably. But I'm finding, even though the tendrils are brown, look at this. The melons really aren't ripe. They are ripening super fast. Well, not ripening. The tendrils are drying out super fast. The melons are look at this one. Prime example. Look at that tendril. We know good and daggone well that melon's not ripe. But anyway, one of the things that is driving me to concede is that I'm ready to pull all of this up and plant something else because this is prime space right here. The grass is taking over. Even though I had the plastic down, I cut bigger holes into the plastic than I should have. I had originally just made a little X, but then when the plants were small, the plastic was getting over top of the plants and plants were dying, so I kind of cut it out a little bit bigger. But as you can see now, the grass has really taken over. But one of the things that is driving me now to pull this up is that my son is in the process of starting a food truck business. He does catering now, and he's ready to expand. And he is going to have a soul food menu. And because I'm in the perfect zone to grow brassicas, collards, kale, mustard, that kind of thing all year, I think that this space here that these watermelon are taking up and not utilizing to its fullest is going to be this place where I plant the greens that I have started for him that should be ready to go into the ground in a couple of weeks. And I need to get these watermelon up and get this ground prepped. At the very least, I'll have about a month, I think. So I think I'll start here where it's obvious that not much is going on, because look at all those dead vines. So I think I'm gonna start here and go about halfway down with the pull up, and then leave the melons that I have here for the competition in the ground. See what they do. Down there were my yellow melons. They were hot garbage this year. They literally did nothing. They've struggled since day one when I put them in the ground, and I'm not sure why that is. I have new melon coming here, and I think they're coming off of the seeds that I thought was Carolina Cross, and I planted as Carolina Cross. But look over here, I planted these as Carolina Cross, and obviously they either cross-pollinated last year with my moon and stars, because they are most certainly not Carolina Cross. And this is a big baby right here. Be nice. Oops. Sorry about that. Be nice if this was one of my competition melons, because this is actually the prettiest and biggest melon I have out here. But you know what? It was supposed to be a Carolina Cross, but maybe it'll be a Carolina Cross with the moon and stars, and it'll get the Carolina Cross size on it. Who knows? I doubt it, because look at there. Tendril is brown. But I don't know, guys. I'm about ready to concede defeat, but I'm not yet, because I talk too much trash. Goodness. Yo, I cannot even hold this phone. It's so hot out here. Anyway, I talk too much trash to concede defeat yet. But it looks like Watermelon Wars may have beat me this year. Not sure, not sure. And y'all, this is the second time I've had to do this video, so I'm not sure what I've showed you. I'm not sure if I showed you these orange melons over here yet. Look at this. It's just horrible. This has been a horrible year for me for watermelons. These are pretty. Those are Royal Goldens. And like I said, I don't know what's going on out here, but I'm going to have to assist my son with his business venture. So I think within the next week or so, all of that down at that end is going to be coming up. And I'm going to remove that plastic from down there and plow all that up and try to get some nourishment into the soil and try to get it ready to plant. All these brassicas. So let me show you what I have started for him. I'm to the point I don't even care about walking on vines anymore, y'all. That's how frustrated I am with these watermelon. But anyway, let me show you what his children and I started from seeds last week while they were here. You know, I want the babies to feel like they're a part of the business as well. And they really enjoyed planting these seeds. So we have different varieties of collards and kale and mustard, and something called callard, which is supposed to be a cross between a kale and a collard. And different varieties. So all of these, I still have time really to get the ground together. These were from seeds from collards and mustard and kale, just some mix of seeds that I have been growing for the last 3 years. So I think, y'all, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, but this is my unofficial notice that I may be conceding defeat in the 2025 watermelon wars. There was just too many things against me, I think. I should have ordered more seeds, but it did not dawn on me that I did not have the correct seeds until after I had already planted these. And so at that point, I was like, yeah, just let it go. Let's see what happens. So, not conceding defeat yet. I'm going to wait a little while longer and see what happens. What the heck? I have nothing to lose at this point, right? But I am going to dig up that area at the end there where the watermelons are, and this end here where the yellow and orange watermelon were. And I'm going to get my son brassica started, and I'll leave the watermelons in the middle to see what they do. But as for now, that is the saga of me and these stinking watermelons this year. And but I'll be back. And again, this is not a conceding 100%. I'm not conceding, not yet, but I'm getting close. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, I'm out.